Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're jumping right into the latest global AI price wars and, most importantly, what this actually means for New Zealand businesses. And to keep things super simple, we're going to use an arcade analogy. It's basically a survival guide for your company's budget, so let's get right into it. I want you to picture this. You walk into a massive neon-lit video game arcade, right? You've got a pocket full of allowance money, you're super excited, there are just hundreds of games everywhere, and then, before you even realize what happened, your pockets are totally empty. Well, believe it or not, that is exactly what managing artificial intelligence is like for businesses right now. Companies are wandering into this AI arcade and accidentally blowing their entire budget.
So let's start with Section 1. What exactly are AI tokens?
In the AI industry, the experts call this tokenomics. According to research from Accenture, tokenomics is basically the discipline of connecting what an AI consumes to the actual value it returns to your business. To put it simply, at a level a 12-year-old would get, every single time you ask an AI a question, you insert digital tokens as payment, and then it spits out tokens as your answer. You put your coins in, you get your prize tickets out.
But here is the catch, and it's a big one. Every single prompt, every response, literally every time an automated agent just searches for a file in the background, it's costing you tokens. The more complex your request is, or the more your software has to work behind the scenes, well, the more digital coins you're pumping into that machine. It might feel invisible, but it adds up incredibly fast.
Which brings us to Section 2, the Great AI Price War.
Check out this massive pricing gap we're seeing right now. We've got models like Meta's Muse Spark 1.1 charging just $4.25 per 1 million output tokens, and xAI's Grok 4.5 charging $6. But then, look at Anthropic's premium Claude Opus 4.8 machine. It costs $25 for that exact same amount of output. Meta and xAI are charging a tiny fraction of the cost.
So you're probably wondering, why on earth are they practically giving these tokens away? Well, tech giants like Meta and xAI, they don't actually need to make all their money on AI alone. Meta just wants users inside its ecosystem to support its massive advertising business. And xAI is using Elon Musk's huge computing infrastructure to aggressively grab market share. This is putting a major squeeze on the pure AI labs like Anthropic and OpenAI, who actually rely entirely on selling AI to turn a profit.
Let's move to Section 3, the sneaky cost trap. Because before Kiwi businesses start cheering about these cheap AI prices, we really need to look at this trap. Listen to this number. Global spending on AI is projected by Goldman Sachs to hit an absolutely eye-watering $800 billion by 2026. $800 billion. That is an unbelievable amount of corporate allowance money just being fed into these machines. And this perfectly highlights something called the Jevons paradox. It's a famous economic rule, but basically, it means that when arcade games get cheaper, kids don't save their money. They just play way more games. So when AI token prices fall, businesses aren't banking the savings. Instead, they just hook up more software, they build more chatbots, and they run significantly more AI.
And because companies are running so much more AI without a really solid plan, the results are honestly pretty shocking. According to a survey of executives, only 23% are actually seeing a widespread, sustained return on their AI investment. That means the vast majority, 77%, are just burning through their budgets without getting enough value back.
So the really crucial point here is that we are falling into what we can call the candy trap. Instead of being smart with their cash, businesses are using the absolute smartest, most expensive, premium AI machines to do, well, really simple things. They're paying top dollar for a genius-level AI just to sort basic customer emails or summarize a simple meeting. It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Let's head into our final section, Section 4, Smart Rules for NZ Businesses. Let's look at how we can actually win this game.
It really all comes down to this one simple rule: big AI versus small AI. Think about it. You wouldn't pay for a massive, multi-million-dollar virtual reality simulator just to play a quick game of tic-tac-toe, right? So you absolutely shouldn't use an expensive big AI model for easy, routine tasks that a cheap, small AI can handle for just pennies. You've got to match the machine to the job.
In fact, that research from Accenture, it shows that only 10 to 20% of a company's daily tasks are actually hard enough to need those expensive, premium frontier models. The other 80 to 90% of the work, that can easily be done by the cheaper models that are practically being given away in this price war.
And this works in the real world.
By simply auditing their workflows and pointing the really hard questions to the expensive AI and the easy questions to the cheap AI, one telecom operator cut their entire annual token spending by an incredible 68%. That is a massive savings, just from being smart about which machine they used.
So to wrap this all up, here is the ultimate 3-step playbook for Kiwi businesses wanting to actually win the AI arcade. Number 1, track what you spend. You have to make token consumption visible to your leadership. Number 2, match the AI tool to the specific job. Route the work to the right level of intelligence. And number 3, set strict limits. Govern your usage so your automated software agents don't just run wild and spend all your money while you sleep.
I want to leave you with this final thought to take back to your team. Take a really close look at your own company and ask yourself, are we playing the AI arcade strategically? Are we matching the right tasks to the right tools? Or are we just blindly feeding our hard-earned budget into the most expensive machine on the floor? Really think about that. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.